What's going on, Jeromes? So your Minnesota Vikings traded for Josh Dobbs last Tuesday, and it's really unfortunate that Jaren Hall got injured after looking impressive, but Josh Dobbs came in and did the damn thing, man. So Vikings getting a big-time win on the road against a very stingy Falcons defense. Kind of dirty, by the way. Okudah should be suspended. No big deal. But it was just an amazing game, an amazing story, and I mean, this team this season is unique. And we told you at the start of the season when the Vikings dropped 3 games in a row, the Vikings were much better than that. They should have beat the Bucs. They should have beat the Eagles. They should have beat the Chargers. And frankly, they should have beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But from 1-4, the Vikings have won 4 in a row. They've won 5 out of the last 6 and are playing about as good a ball as anyone in the NFC. And as of right with the late games wrapping up, Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football are all AFC teams. So this is set. This is the way that the Vikings and the NFC playoff picture shapes up right now. The Vikings are firmly in the 7 seed, a game ahead of the Commies and the Falcons. And, of course, the Vikings do have the head-to-head over the Falcons. They don't have the head-to-head against the Bucs, but whatever. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. And in such a weird way, like the Eagles beating the Cowboys, it feels dirty. Actually helps the Vikings as the Cowboys fall to 5-3. Seahawks got boat raced out in Baltimore. Ooh, alliteration. They also fall to 5-3, so the Vikings are only half game behind both of them as they've already had their bye. And the Vikings are rising in the NFC. Look at this list. What team scares you in the NFC? No, for real. Like the Eagles are 8-1. The Vikings should have beat the Eagles week 2. Bajillion percent. And then you look at the Niners, who the Vikings beat. The Lions, the Vikings get them twice at the end of the season. Saints, no. Seahawks, obviously not. Cowboys, no. Commies, no. Falcons, Bucks, Packers, Rams, no. And you could say that even without Kirk Cousins and even without Justin Jefferson, the Vikings are playing the best ball of any team in the NFC right now. And that's not homerism. That's legitimate truth. They've won 4 games in a row, all without Justin Jefferson, and they beat the Falcons on Sunday with their 4th quarterback, without Kirk Cousins, without JJ, without Darisaw, without KJ at about half the game. So we got a shot, man. That's all it is. You could say, oh, this team can win the Super Bowl. How do you know? How do you know? Again, who in this conference is playing better ball than the Vikings right now? Can't say. And once you get in the Super Bowl, you got one game. So this team is certainly rising up. As of right now, the Vikings are a game and a half behind the Lions in terms of NFC North. But the Vikings do control their own destiny because if they win out and the Lions win out, absent the 2 Vikings games, the Vikings will have the tiebreaker. And again, there's never any gimmies in this league. And it's really hard to win a football game, as evidenced by the Vikings the first 3 weeks and, frankly, the first 5 weeks. But the Vikings won 4 straight. They've won 5 out of the last 6, and it feels like the Saints game is winnable. The Broncos game, the Bears game, the Raiders game is winnable. The Vikings should be favored in all 4 of those games. You have to get all the way to Week 15 against the Bengals, where the Vikings will probably be dogs again. And this just feels like don't want to say a team of destiny, because 2017 felt like a team of destiny too. And also 2017, that team won 8 games in a row in the middle of the season. And I think that's something that the Vikings could be looking at. Like, could the Vikings honestly, realistically be 9-4 heading into the Week 15 game at the Bengals? Yes. I think it certainly could. With the defense playing the way it is, if the Vikings can get some freaking semblance of a running game, it's going to be harder now with Cam Akers out. But getting Darisaw back, getting JJ back, I mean, Josh Dobbs learning the names of his teammates, I mean, it would absolutely be crazy, man. But again, focusing on the North, take care of your business, and whatever happens. I'm not scared of the Lions. I think the Vikings will play them tough in both games, and the Vikings schedule breaks down favorably with 3 of the last final games, both indoors as well as all 3 of them in division. So I think the Vikings, again, this is such a stupid team. And I mean stupid in the best possible way, because this team should be done. Finito. This team should be completely sprawled out on the asphalt and just completely DOA. But next man up mentality. And Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores have done an amazing job coaching both sides of the ball, especially O'Connell against the Falcons, getting not only a rookie QB3 ready, but then getting a a guy who wasn't on your team a week ago ready as QB4 and having him ball out and lead a 75-yard game-winning drive without your wide receiver 1 and your wide receiver 3. It's kind of crazy, man. But the Vikings are currently at 7th seed and rising. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.